What is up, guys? Live from outside, it's Nando. Just enjoying the vibes because while the Dolphins did lose 29-32 in Buffalo in that frozen, miserable wasteland, I'm in Miami and I get to enjoy this. So, why would I not have I come outside? I could have been in the room, I could have been in this little studio, and it would have been a fun time, but no, no, no. It's been a while since I was live. I haven't live streamed in a bit, and I didn't want to be cooped up in my room. It's a nice evening. I've been enjoying the little vibes. Had a couple beers, and hey, I'm able to wear a sweatshirt and shorts in this, but just for comfort reasons. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be in a little frozen tundra. Guys, it sucks that the Miami Dolphins lost, but we are still here. We are still kicking, guys. I know it makes a little no sense to drop the intro now this late, but we might as well get it kicked in. So honestly, guys, it's welcome back to Nando Talk. The Dolphins lost 29-32. It's a tough game, a tough loss, but I still have my chin up high, the fins up high because we proved a lot of people wrong tonight. A lot of people had us pegged as a team that was going to get absolutely rocked in the snow, absolutely rocked in the cold, and that we would have put up no fight. And honestly, we kind of choked the game away. So that does suck. That does sting a bit, but it's a game where we were projected to, I think Vegas had us at +7, so that means the Bills were favored by 7 points, a whole touchdown, and it was 29-29 with 2 seconds left, which if it weren't for some dumb, stupid penalties that were a little bit questionable, we can talk about that in a little bit. If it wasn't for those, the Dolphins would have, by all intents and purposes, maybe gone to overtime. Who knows what would have happened? But no, instead, some stupid little PIs, or was it holding, whatever? I don't know. I'm a little faded, guys. But it got us the Bills to the end of the end, half the distance to the goal, my bad. And then Josh Allen with his stupid little knee down, and then Wakada. They ended up going for the little field goal. It sucked, guys. Josh Allen going for two also kind of stung. I was sure that Landon Roberts had redeemed himself and had stopped a forced a fumble, but apparently by the tiniest of little smidges, the tiniest of smidges. They allowed Josh Allen to get those 2 points, put up to 29-29, and it stung. It stung. There were definitely some plays to be had on the field. There were definitely some moments where the passing could have been a little better, where Tua shouldn't have stumbled and we could have gotten a first down off rip with his legs. A lot of these little moments. But overall, I'm happy with the performance that the Miami Dolphins had. Am I frustrated that we didn't run the ball more after there being such success, after, ripping off nice runs, averaging 8 yards per carry? Sure. I wanted to see more Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson run. Apparently on third down, we refused to do so. But am I going to be overly mad and overly concerned when, again, we hung in a game where we were told, oh, Tua's never played in a snow game. How is this Dolphins offense going to look after being a little shoddy 2 weeks? Guys, we were right there, this close to fucking winning. And yes, it sucks. Yeah, it stings. But again, as I always say, I would be disingenuous if I wasn't positive in the highs and in the lows, guys. It sucks. I wanted to win. But the season is still a freaking live. 12-5 is no longer. I'm finally wrong. That's no longer in the picture, guys. But if we can still beat the Packers at home on Christmas Day, we beat the Patriots in Foxborough, and we beat the Jets down back here in Miami. 3 straight wins. Rip it off to 11-6. That's still playoffs. That's still a good position. Are we probably traveling in that scenario? Sure. But guess who's a driving? Guess who's a flying there? No matter how I got to get there, I'm going to be there at the Dolphins game, cheering them on. Speaking of that, shout out to every single Dolphins fan who had the gumption, the courage, the balls, the audacity to go to Buffalo in these horrid conditions at this time of year and cheer for the Dolphins. Okay. Yes, the boys hung in tough, but you definitely played a part. Okay. There was definitely Dolphins fans in those crowds, and I'd love to see that. Okay. Shout out to our Dolphins fans. On that same tokens, a big middle fingers up to the Buffalo Bills fans who are classless enough to be throwing snowballs and freaking ice balls. Okay, at players, at coaches, even at the refs, some hitting some cameramen. You guys got to work on your aim. But come on, guys. Just classless behavior, okay? I thought Bengals fans throwing trash at the Steelers, when Big Ben was getting carted off. I thought that the Eagles fans being their classless selves, I thought those were the scummiest of the scum. But Buffalo, congratulations, you have joined them. So, bada bing, bada bang. You guys still suck. Some classless behavior. I'm sure not all for the Buffalo Bills fans. I'm sure some of you guys know how to read the signs. Not all of you are idiots. But I digress. Back to the Dolphins talk, guys. We are still in there. Okay, the Jets are struggling right now. Patriots are not much better. And I understand there's a little bit of fear that if tomorrow the Jets and the Patriots win their games, then they are ahead in the standings and the Dolphins slide to fourth, I think. But it's just a temporary little glitch in the system, guys. We win our games, we win the next three, and we're 11-6. And yes, it would be painful after this, talk about spotty. We had ripped off big win streak, then some loss. We went from 3-0 to 3-3, then 8-3, then 8-6 now, guys. And then if we were to win the next three, another 3-game win streak, then we're up to 11-6, guys. Wow, what a weird season. But at the end of the day, if we get to playoffs, at the end of the day, if we're looking good, having good football, looking clean and efficient, I don't care. Guys, the offense came back alive tonight again in the cold, in the snow, at times where we were told it would not be possible. Okay, Tua still had nice deep touchdown to Jalen Waddle, nice deep touchdown to Tyreek Hill, still some tight contested throws to his receivers. Did it get a little scary and spotty at sometimes? Sure. Were there some questionable plays? Yeah, I don't know why we're throwing a little dump off to our fullbacks and Durham Smythe sometimes, Alec and Golden Smythe. You guys are fine and dandy players, but I've got a lot more talented playmakers. I'd rather see them be involved, guys. I hope I'm being able to be heard correctly, by the way. I definitely should have raised my audio to max since the beginning, but it is now on max, and I hope you guys can hear me a lot better. I'm an absolute idiot for not doing that. I forgot I'm outside, guys. Again, like I said, I am not in my normal little studio because I am enjoying the outside world. So I'm using the old mic, which is broken. So I've got to hold it really close to my mouth. And we're just enjoying. But look at this weather, guys. We're here, we're dandy. It's about 75 degrees in Miami. Look, I could even dip in the pool if I wanted to right now. But no. We're here. We're enjoying. Look, I'm literally in the little shorts, the little Dolphins socks, bada bang, bada bang. And we're here vibing. I would have been on that little bench, rocking and rolling, but unfortunately, it is a little wet because it rained. I've got this cool little roof on top of here, the little deck in the woody woods, but it's not the same. It did get a little wet, so we're still vibing, though. What beautiful weather. Like, how could a Buffalo Bill even dare to troll, even dare to make fun of any Miami Dolphins fan who gets to live in this beautiful South Florida climate, okay? Even if you were to live in as cruddy conditions as Buffalo or as any other cold weather state, you are still a Miami Dolphin fan, which just makes you genetically superior to anyone around you who is not said Dolphins fan. So why be sad? Why? We're vibing, guys. I hope you can hear me a lot better now that I've adjusted the mic level. I am a bit of a fool for not having done that in the first place. I forgot that this is the busted broken mic. Sorry if you were able to hear that. Again, busted broken mic. But guys, what do you guys think of the game? I do have a couple people watching me on live. I haven't done this in a bit, so I understand. Turn out not the same. But for those watching, what do you guys think of the game? Am I being overly optimistic? Am I being a little dummy dumb? I don't know. I do live in a little bit of a rose-colored world, guys. I do live in La La Land, but I believe in this Dolphins team. I enjoyed what I saw tonight. Were there times I was frustrated and wanted to get off the field or to stay on the field and complete some downs? Of course, but there were other moments where I did see the spark of offense. I did see the makings of a playoff team that was battling through adversity, tough weather conditions, a tough spot, third game in a row on the road, having been 2 weekends in a row on that West Coast stretch, and then having to travel back across the country, because mind you, from Miami to the West Coast, then staying there for 2 weeks, then back across the country to New York. That's tough. And now the boys have to travel again all the way down south to Miami, and it's going to be a little rough on them. They get a little extra day to rest, though. That's cool and all because we got to prepare for the Packers on Christmas Day, guys. That's the key to the tough of this nut. Okay. Now we've lost to the Bills. We can no longer afford to lose any games. Okay. I understand being hypercritical. I understand being utterly focused on this team, but oof. I feel a lot better going to New England after what I saw tonight. Christopher Stockton, thank you. I'm glad to know that I'm not the only one who believes this, guys. Huh. I feel a lot better as well. Huh. It definitely stinks to have gone 0-3 on this little road game stretch. When we minimum needed 1-2 and 0-3 after not looking so competitive in the first two, despite keeping the games close and now losing on a field goal. It's tough. But I agree with you, boss man. Like after what I saw tonight, I know we can beat the Patriots. I know we can beat the Jets. I'm hoping we can beat the Packers, though I think Rodgers is playing for a playoff spot still. So he is going to be a little hard pressed. That could change after tomorrow, though. So we'll see. But again, if we beat the Packers on Christmas, I'm confident we'll sweep the season out and finish 11-6. We have to beat Green Bay, though. Exactly, man. I didn't even read that comment yet, but exactly. We got to beat Green Bay, though. Green Bay is going to be coming off a short week. They play on Monday. That's actually I didn't know they played on Monday. I thought they played tomorrow. So, technically, I'm not wrong because it's already Sunday. So tomorrow is Monday. But Christopher Stockton, I understand your point, boss man. We do have to beat Green Bay. That is the key. That's the very minimum we need from the Miami Dolphins is right now is take this one game at a time. Now we're 8-6. Let's get to 9-6. Beat the Packers. Then yes, beat the Patriots to go 10-6. Then yes, go beat the Jets to go 11-6. And then we'll go to the playoffs. And then we'll work how our team is looking from there. Whether our pass rush has been a little bit more activated, which shout out to Jalen Phillips. I loved that strip sack you got on Josh Allen. Put us back in the game. Josh didn't have the biggest ball security. And there were some times where we got a little bit closer there. We could have finished a little bit more and gotten some more strips. But fortunately, it was not to be the case, guys. But whatever, guys. I'm still hopeful for this team. I'm still confident that we should be looking ahead and looking fine and dandy, guys. Hope you guys were able to enjoy a little bit of this outdoor stream from Nando, the little backyard. It's always a fun time. Nice, positive vibes out here. I was just enjoying the outside air. And I hope you guys were able to enjoy it a little bit with me, guys. Very, very short stream because tomorrow is the World Cup. 10 a.m. Argentina versus France, rocking with Argentina and Lionel Messi tomorrow because I am going to my brother's godfather's house, who is Argentina. Shout out, Diego. If you do watch this, we're rooting for you. I'm going to turn this in a little early tonight, though, because I do got to wake up tomorrow, guys. It is always a pleasure to be a Miami Dolphins fan. It is always a pleasure to talk to Miami Dolphins fans. Thank you guys for giving me the platform. Sorry if the conditions weren't as pretty as normal again. If you were still at this part, I am normally in the studio, but I wanted to enjoy the outdoors because no Buffalo Bills fan gets to experience Miami quite like the Miami Dolphins do. Instead, you get your cruddy, terrible frozen tundra wasteland. But thank you for all who've tuned in. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope I was able to make you feel at least a little bit better, at least a little bit cheered up. Not much planning into this video. Off a couple beers, a little bit faded. But I just wanted to get a little beers, a little bit faded, but I just wanted to get some nice positive vibes out there for the Miami Dolphins fans. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope it was a fun one. And if it wasn't, I'm sorry, but it helped me vent. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope to see you next time. And I'll be back indoors forever because this probably didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. But that's the live stream is for. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys are able to get more of your daily dose of Miami Dolphins vibes with Nando Talk. Please like, comment, subscribe, and that'll be awesome, guys. I'll see you soon. Bada bing, bada bam. I'm putting both intros as outros now. Peace.